everybody, Dawn here from Tech Savvy Creative. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can quickly edit all of your alt text and your Pinterest descriptions while blogging. This is one of my favorite tech tips and it makes this so much faster, especially if you are blogging a ton of photos like me, who's a photographer. Sometimes when I share weddings, I can share over 50 to 100 photos and this saves me so much time. So let's dive in. Today I am using WordPress, linked to my Show It website, but we are going to be 100% in WordPress today. Okay, I'm going to jump into my blog post. So this is the blog post actually for this video. I have created this post. I have all of my content here, and I'm also going to add a couple of images that are optimized for Pinterest. So these are those wonderful little graphics. I've created 3 of them. I do create my graphics in Canva. It's just so easy to use, and my assistant can use it too. It's just so much easier than some of those advanced tools. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload those files to my blog post. Okay, so here they are, attached to my blog post. Now I will end up hiding these graphics so they don't appear, all 3 of them, on my blog post itself, but for right now I'm just going to leave them here. So once I have all of the images into the blog post, I am ready to add alt text and my Pinterest descriptions. Now, if you're not familiar with those, go ahead and take a minute and do some research on them, but very basic. Alt text is the text that displays when the image cannot load. This is also important for indexing for Google, but in general, you do want there to be a descriptive description of the image itself. Pinterest descriptions are different, and those descriptions are what Pinterest looks for first, and if it can't find it, it will use the alternative text instead of nothing. So I like to keep them separate because I do want this to be optimized for Pinterest as well. A optimized, correct alt text does not make for a great Pinterest description, which is why I do keep those 2 things separate. So once I've added all of the images to my blog post, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the text view. Now you're going to see the exact same blog post, but you will see things in HTML format instead. So it's not very pretty, it's a little bit overwhelming, but don't lose faith. You're just gonna go ahead and you're gonna select all. I selected all by using Command A, and I'm going to copy Command C. And now I'm gonna jump over to a word processing application like Pages. Microsoft Word is another great one. You can even use Google Docs as well. So I'm gonna open up a blank Word document and I'm going to paste in my blog post. Okay, so not very pretty, whatever, it's HTML, we'll make it work. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find. So on my keyboard it's Command F, it could be Control F if you are on a Windows computer. And I am going to be looking for the word alt equals quotation marks. Now, by default in WordPress and other blogging software as well, there's no alternative text. So you are looking for that blank chunk of alternative text. You will see here that it's found 5 of them. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now I want to use those and replace it. I actually don't want it to do it to that one, but we'll come back to that in a second. So I'm looking for this and I want to replace it with my alternative text and my Pinterest description. So for me, this is going to be alt equals quotation mark, and let's call it how to batch edit alt text and pin description with Tech Savvy Creative. Again, I'm not an SEO expert, but this will work for now. Now, so I have my alternative text there. Alt equals, in quotation marks, you're going to put whatever you want that to be. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the same line called data dash pin dash description equals quotation mark. And this is the text that is going to be optimized for Pinterest. So what I wrote for my alternative text might not be what I want for my Pinterest description. So for example, I will say blogging tips for creatives. And then I'm gonna say batch, edit, alt text, and pin descriptions. Tech savvy creative. Tech tips for creative entrepreneurs. Okay, and you end that with a quotation mark as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace all. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that button and bam, all done. But it looks like I spelled entrepreneurs wrong. So I'm going to take that, going to put the wrong one in there, fix the spelling, and I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to find and replace all. Oh my goodness, it happens. Okay, so looking good, looking good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this now. Again, I'm highlighting all by clicking Command A on my keyboard, Command C for copy, Command V for Victor to paste. Okay, so there I go. I just dumped it into my WordPress post again. So now I'm gonna jump down to visual. Now there was one of them in here. This one. This one, I actually wanted to say alt equals blank because I'm explaining how to do this. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and update this, publish my blog post. So now when I go to my blog post, here we go, beautiful. And now I'm gonna go ahead and try to pin one of these graphics. So I'm gonna go grab one of these Pinterest ones. I'm gonna click on schedule. I do use Tailwind, and you can see that my Pinterest description is being pulled in here, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. So it's a quick and easy way, especially if you're a photographer and you have hundreds of photos on a blog post. Going through and individually doing this for every single one is going to be tedious. So hopefully this hack helps you get that done very quickly and optimize your website for great SEO practices, as well as optimizing your content to be found on Pinterest. Okay guys, there we go. All done for today. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. And if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. And I can't wait to see you guys again. See you next time.